And we're back. Well, I'm back. Johnny, are you back? Are you still a robot
I
who likes
think
to
so.
smoke?
I might be, and sometimes am a chain smoking robot. Hopefully that doesn't happen again.
Okay. Well,
But it might.
fingers
You know.
crossed.
You know how it is.
I mean, maybe for some of our videos, you're just gonna be a nicotine addict robot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well,
Get in.
in robotdom, sometimes you just need to be a smoker. You know.
Sometimes it be like that.
Melting down those old rusty chains, like the kind of chains that you would attach to an anchor.
Oh.
And like just full of all this gross sea stuff. Just melt that down, smoke it, because I'm a robot. I'm a smoking robot.
The gross sea stuff.
Yep.
Like fish.
Yeah.
Melt down those fish.
Melt them down.
I bet they taste good in liquid form. I tried catching that.
I used to do that all the time. I only don't do it because I don't play this game very much. If I did play it, then I would definitely throw balls like at shit like that.
So what you're saying is you only don't do it because you don't even have a chance to.
Right. Correct. Correct.
Awesome. To the max. Oh man, I remember when my first experience in here. What an amazing place. I love this place. This place is amazing. And the music is pretty fucking good too. Wormadon.
I don't know. I don't recall this song, but that song is giving me vibes like the song that would play before Bob Ross came out to do a painting. Like that's what it should be.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah, that's what it. Yeah, exactly.
Basically just the intro to like some super chill thing. Like if you were to see him live and for some reason it would just play like super calm, like what do they call it? Lo-fi?
Lo-fi, yeah, I think so. Bob Ross is the original ASMR.
Oh man, if there was a Bob Ross ASMR, I say if, but there probably is somewhere. Someone's done it. But this is like
Someone's definitely done it.
weirdly sad. You know? Like there's a very somber tone to it. Like it's upbeat but somber. We're just gonna listen to it for a bit. I don't know why it's picking up so much. What the fuck is happening?
Is this music based on something from Diamond and Pearl?
It must
I don't
be.
recognize it, but it...
I would assume that it is, but I don't know.
seems like such a strange song for this area.
Whoops. Undershot it a little bit, and he fucked off.
It's like, hell no.
Hell no, I ain't getting
I'm out.
involved with this. Oh, alright. Now get caught, bitch. Hell yeah.
Hails yeah. Heels yeah.
Where am I going? Oh, over there. Gotcha. I say as I walk in the opposite direction. So, Johnny, what are your thoughts on being a terrible person? Just kidding. What are your thoughts on the...
Well, I mean, There are two types of people you can choose to be. A great person or a terrible person. And most of the time, I choose terrible person.
There's no in between. You're either great or terrible.
There is no in between.
What are your thoughts on the new Pokemon games that are coming out as I record this in the next few months?
Right, yeah,
Scarlet and Violet.
I'm really excited for the multiplayer aspect. I have thought Pokemon would make a good multiplayer game, like out in the world adventuring with your friends, almost like an MMO, like where everything is happening like in the same world, but not an MMO in that if you're just connecting to one or two people, then it's just you two that are connected. And they sort of touched on that in the wild area and the most recent gen games, and it worked okay. Like, it seemed like it was such a small step. Like, they were just like tiptoeing into the water instead of actually trying something for real. The wild area was fun, no doubt.
Like they were testing it.
It wasn't the multiplayer. It wasn't the multiplayer that we wanted.
No.
Kitty tail.
Not by a long shot.
So I'm excited. What they've shown seems like it is something a little bit more substantial, and if you can go through the main story or even other aspects of the game with other people, then I think I'll be really content with that. I think that would be a good change and something that I thought should have always been in Pokemon.
Whoops.
I'm a little bit worried because so a lot of people really like this game, Legends Arceus. Arceus. Whatever. But I have to say, I very much prefer New Diamond and New Pearl.
Really?
And the vast majority of people prefer these games. Like, a lot of people are just like, the remakes, there's nothing new to them. They're the same. Why are they selling them again? Well, that's why I like them. They're like the quintessential Pokemon experience.
Yeah. Totally.
And I'm worried, actually, that Scarlet and Violet will be a little bit more like this.
Yeah.
And cast off some of what makes Pokemon Pokemon. No, I'm not saying there aren't good ideas and good implementations of things in this game. But the one thing that I don't like about this game is the battle. I don't like the battle system in this game.
Like being able to wander freely, or just the general aspect of it?
No, the wandering freely is fine. I love that. I don't like that the battle system is almost... It's not exactly real time, but it does implement some real time sort of... what's the word I'm looking for? Parts, I guess, for lack of a better word. And what the Pokemon battle has always been is just like turn-based. It's very much like a card game. That's actually why I don't like the card, like Pokemon TCG, is because it just feels like a worse implementation of what Pokemon already is.
It's the Pokemon game without like the sprites and animation and turn-based awesomeness that the games already have.
Yeah, like that's already built into the game. And it's not that I think these ideas aren't good to make like a more real-time... hold on, cat in the way.
Cat
To make
interruption.
a more real-time sort of battle system. I think that's a great idea. I just don't think that's for Pokemon. I think that Legends Arceus should have been its own IP.
Almost like how the Let's Go games so far have been. The one gen that they've come out with. Like, it's still Pokemon, but have it as its own type of game. You know? Its own play style.
I think it should, that this one shouldn't have been a Pokemon game. I think it should have been something completely new. You could have gone all in on the like action system instead of like turn-based for battles. And then you wouldn't have had to change around moves and stuff and what they do. You wouldn't have had to completely change around what Pokemon's stats are. And it's that sort of just makes me not love this game as much as I think I sort of should.
Yeah, because to make this game work, they had to change a lot of things. And as much of a money grab as coming out with 2 versions of the same game can be, it was a very Pokemon thing, I guess. So when they come out with literally like the link cable as an item for what would have otherwise be trade evolutions, I get it. It completely changes the point of the game, which was to trade and play with friends, to collect them all, right? So
Yeah, exactly.
like, and it doesn't end with items like that, evolutionary items that would otherwise be in place of trades. Like, they changed what a lot of the stat moves do. Like, my last battle, I had Frostbite. I wasn't frozen completely. And I believe there are a whole bunch of other moves that they just changed what they did. Like, they don't do what they do in other Pokemon games.
Yeah. I think I'm coming at this at an angle of like a battler, right? Like that's always been my most loved part of the game is the battles.
Yeah.
And so when you just change around fundamentally what battles are, then to me it's not really Pokemon anymore. But it's like what? Like the buzz. But a lot of people like, and especially like the casual audience, which is like more casual than us, which is probably more than 99% of other players, I think just really enjoyed it. It was an overall better experience for the vast majority of people. And so I recognize that. That's fine, but that's why I'm a little bit worried for my own enjoyment of the upcoming games. They've already actually mentioned to us that the like raid battles from Sword and Shield,
Yeah.
those are back, except they have some sort of action to them. It's not just turn-based, but I don't think they actually have explained yet exactly what that is. So, yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. And going back to what you said before about how you are probably in the the minority about not liking this game, I would have to say that I'm in the majority. I definitely prefer this game over the remakes. I feel like this game just plays not smoother, but faster. And that's one thing that the other games have always, as much as I love them, it's something that's always kind of grinded on me, is how slow they can be sometimes. Like, if you're in the Rocket hideout in Goldenrod City in Gen 2, and you take 3 steps, you gotta fight another Rocket Grunt. That's another, like, 10 minutes down. So
That's actually something that I brought up in my streams of Blue recently.
I haven't even watched those yet. I do intend to, though.
It's that, like, a lot of the game is wasted. Like, instead of having, like, a few really epic battles that are intense and they put you on the line.
Yeah.
They just have, like, a whole bunch of guys who just have, like, a Magikarp or, like, a Pidgey or something. It's like, yeah, you have to fight these 10 guys all in a row who have 1 or 2 Pokemon, instead of just, like, one actual good battle where it's, like, a 6-on-6.
Like an actual 6-on-6,
And,
not like they're trying to fluff out their team.
Yeah. Like, you could have the same, like, you fight the same number of Pokemon in the playthrough and, like, reduce the number of battles you do by 75%.
That is one thing I did like about this game, actually, is that the more you... trying to think of how to word it. Basically, there aren't as many trainer battles in this game, and most of them are, like, wild battles. And then the trainer battles that you do have usually feel like they're more important. Not always.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Like your rival,
There
for
aren't
example.
many people that you battle in this game. And so they're all good. Yeah, no, I agree.
And to completely contrast you being afraid that Scarlet and Violet is going to be more like this game, I'm hopeful that it is more like this game. I do like the idea they did mention it being like open world, so that makes me think that it's the same idea as the wild area, but like there's no zoning into towns. It's just all just one thing. Maybe a couple areas, but it seems like mostly it's just going to be open area. And it did say what, up to 4? Sword and Shield, the way they did it, it was like they were testing what they could do with it, but they didn't implement it well.
Yeah. It was, I don't even know if you could even call it implemented, really. It's
Like they slapped it in at the last minute.
bad.
Show some respect to... Oh, this is her teacher. Naked man.
Oh, okay, I remember that guy.
In Mountain Land. Garrick, I serve as one of the Pearl Clan's wardens. You must be Abe Brownie, right? Of the Galaxy team. Answer me this, would you? On what grounds do you come here seeking to quell Lord Avlug? He's in a frenzy. No one else seems like they care enough to do anything about it. What is wrong with him being frenzied? It could trouble others. Then I have another question. Setting aside any orders, what is it your heart tells you to do? My heart tells me to go around back and fap.
Without taking my mask off.
Yeah.
Because that's important.
Take everything else off, just not the mask. Our mighty lord of the tundra, Avlug, has done nothing to trouble any person or Pokemon. He's another one of these people who are like, oh, he's been gifted with the blessing of their god. I guess.
We'll see. Dun dun dun.
We'll see if his gift can stack up to my gift. What do you think my gift is?
I don't know if I want to find out.
Stick around, and we'll find out. Who cares about the grandstanding? Let's get to battling. Okay. Yeah. A lot, pretty much, if not all, of what they showed in the most recent trailer for Scarlet and Violet. I'm very excited for what is to come. However, I don't want to hype myself up too much. Oh, so one of my guys has already fainted. Cool. Because Pokemon seems to have a tendency to reveal upcoming things that are really cool, and then when you actually play it, you're kind of disappointed because you could see the value in what they did, but like they didn't do it the way you had hoped.
You can also see the lack of value in how they messed up in implementing it.
Yeah.
Like in every corner, there's just a cool idea that hasn't been actually realized. It's like they threw in the idea and then it was like, okay, moving on, next idea.
Oh, you're ghost type. That's what you are. Yeah. I just said fuck it to swapping out, apparently.
You don't need to swap out. You're Staraptor. You're a raptor. You're a dinosaur.
Oh. Apparently that worked. I was like, okay, I'll use this move and they'll definitely faint me. And then neither of them went. Yeah. I just hope they implement something like a party system. Because Sword and Shield would have absolutely done better with that.
Yeah, sorry. Even the stamps should have worked well. Like, when we're trying to get together and we can't even see each other's stamps, even when we're searching for them.
We have to time our connection, or else we just don't see each other.
Like, as much as a party system should have been the way it was done, like, if the stamps worked, then, or like if the YCOM worked, then okay, fine. But that doesn't even work. Sometimes I can't even connect my 2 switches offline.
Yeah, in the past I played around with Count Hander a bit, and like we were in the same room. Well, I guess the same as you, because you have 2 switches, so they'd be in the same room as well. Like local, and they still don't connect. So I have felt that too. I've felt that pain.
That might be a problem with the Switch and not Pokemon.
Yeah.
But like it's frustrating when I'm trying to like I want to do a raid with myself offline, and they're just not even like there's no other Switch that it could possibly connect to in range. Just 2. And it's like, nah. Not there.
Okay, so we want to claim the eternal ice that he likes to eat. But it's on top of this giant iceberg? Is that right? Which means you'll need Braviary. Holy shit. I can't pronounce names.
Nobody can.
A young lady named Sabi. Or Sabi? Sabi? Whatever.
Soggy Sobby.
Soggy Sobby. There we go.
Yeah.
The eternal ice stuff can be found atop Avalug's legacy here. But to get there, you'll need my clan's help. Not even Sneasler can climb this surface, let alone a person like you or me. You're gonna have to approach it by air, with Braviary's help. I bet this guy can climb it. In fact, I bet he has.
He's all proud.
Even when she's not flying with Braviary, she's got her head in the clouds. Well, you'll understand once you meet her. Head towards Snowpoint Temple, and you'll probably come across her sooner or later.
Ooh, a temple.
Oh, looks like she's already here.
She was watching you the whole time.
Look at that really concerning face. Holy shit, those eyes. Those are big eyes on a tiny face. My clairvoyance told me that I'd lead you on a chase. Think you can
She looks possessed.
Me? She probably is. See what you meant about Sabi. Soggy Sabi. Just gonna start calling her that now. But why would she be up there?
Sabi. Yeah, of course.
Seems you better focus on pursuing Warden Soggy Sabi. Let me focus on my workout while I still can. You mean before you die of old age, or
that was kind of weird.
Frozen because you're naked?
I don't know. That guy's weird.
I could climb it. This game doesn't know what it's talking about. Also, that guy didn't seem to be concerned about my presence. So, that's fine.
He's like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. I am very, very excited to... I'm always excited to play a new Pokemon game, whether it sucks or not.
Either way, it'll be fun.
I loved the story in this game, though. It was really fun going into the new zones and be like, who will I recognize here for being someone's ancestor or whatever?
Yeah, that was neat, yeah.
Hello, my name's Sabi. I'm Soggy. Nice to meet you, Abe Brownie. I already know your name. Pleasure's all mine.
Pleasure's all mine, Soggy.
Ooh.
I'm greedy. I'll just take all the pleasure.
I've heard about you. You're super talented, right? I bet you're gonna be fun to play with, but not to eat.
Oh, like Play-Doh.
Exactly. I know why you're here, too. You want Braviary's help so you can quell Avalug's frenzy, don't you? No, I just, can I have some money?
Give me some money.
I have to catch her first. Let's go, Braviary! So she flies around the map a bunch, right? Before we go to the temple, I think.
Yeah.
Also, I need to heal my guys.
Heal me.
Quickly. Boom. Got some tumbled stone, baby.
Boom, shakalaka.
Alright, we're gonna head this way, because that's a camp. I guess we'll pin it. Right, I have mounts that I can use to run fast.
Did it tell you where she went?
Yeah, I think she's over there.
Oh, okay. So I was telling you where to go. I don't remember that.
But I'm going the opposite direction. Oh.
Huh? Oh, that's cool.
Ah.
Ah. That's not.
I was distracted by your massive beauty. Where's your friend? I came to set up another base camp, but I don't spy Craig from the construction corps. I told him to meet me near the base of the falls here in the Alabaster Icelands, so where is he? If I recall correctly, he's just on the other side of the lake. Not over there, but over there.
I don't know if I ever set up this camp in my game.
Really? What the fuck is this? It's a pop pod. Alright.
Get popped.
It looks super bright and weird.
Hey, there he is.
One of the Survey Corps, aren't you? Well, this is fortuitous. Have you seen Bryce about? Bryce from the Supply Corps. He's the one who told me to meet him at the base of the falls, and yet he hasn't shown. Because you both suck ass. What you say, he's on the other shore across the river? I'm glad you came around, or I might have been waiting here till I turned into a block of ice. Seems weird that you'd be willing to wait here until you die. But, alright. Obviously he didn't mean
Yeah, that's
it, but
interesting.
still.
Well,
Ugh.
fair enough.
Okay, we're gonna set up this camp, and then we're gonna do some healies.
Heal at the camp you just set up.
Well, once it's set up. It's not quite set up yet. Brr, it's cold as a cub chews snot out here. How do those Pearl Clan people stand it? With their legs, I would imagine.
Oh, snap.
And then they just look at me with the deadest eyes like, you fucking dumbass. Boy, do I owe you for finding Craig for me. Now we can finally get things set up. See the excitement in my voice? I'm super excited.
We're all super excited.
And here you have it, our newest base camp. Stop by any time. A new base camp! Huzzah!
Cool.
Oh, and here's the professor, who's still really upset about how cold it is. I don't know how they can dash about in this cold. It's almost as if they evolved to live in this temperature. But that's
No
just
way.
crazy talk. That's just
No way.
crazy. All right, we'll heal up.
Heal me.
And I think we'll finish off this episode here and continue on next time. While I deal with stash things. But until then.
Well, at least I wasn't a robot this time.
That is true. Keep fit and have fun. Body break.
Whoa.